I decided to move Harry Kane, yes, England's greatest striker, possibly of all time, but certainly of modern memory. I decided to take Harry Kane from Bayern Munich and place him in the National League North with South Shields to see if he could fire them up the football pyramid, maybe get them into League 2, League 1, even the Championship by the time he hangs his boots up as a player. So please enjoy this video, and if you do enjoy it, please leave a like and please subscribe to the channel for more weird and wonderful Football Manager videos. Let's dive into it. With Harry Kane in as centre forward, year one went perfectly for South Shields. They had 32 wins, 7 draws, 7 defeats, 103 points. They scored 91 goals. We'll obviously check in on Harry Kane and how he did, but I imagine he had a significant hand in most of those 91 goals. The following season, South Shields, well, they won the National League. So Harry Kane really helping this team rise up the football pyramid. 31 wins, 6 draws, 9 defeats, 99 points. Saw South Shields return to the Football League for the first time in a very long time. I believe they have been there in their history, but there we go. South Shields, 99 points overall. Let's see how they fared in League 2. The first season in League 2 saw South Shields finish in 5th place with 77 points, just 3 points away from the automatic promotion spot. 69 goals scored, which it looks like was the most in the league, so helped by Harry Kane there. And in the playoffs, they got knocked out by Grimsby Town, so missed out on promotion. So not a bad, 2 seasons in, and they've got 2 automatic promotions as champions, and then a playoff semi-final defeat in League 2 with Harry Kane guiding them. How did they get on this current season? And South Shields finished a disappointing 15th. 47 goals scored, 47 goals against. Wonder if Harry Kane potentially is regressing maybe as a player, but yeah, not an ideal season there. 60 points, not actually that far, 11 points from the playoffs, closer to the playoffs than they were relegation, to be fair. Let's have a look to see if the XG table is kind of South Shields, and yeah, they should have done much better. They scored 15 goals less than they were expected, and they finished with 9 points less than they were expected as well. So the XG gods going very much against South Shields, but there we go. That's in terms of their league performance, pretty effective. Let's have a look now at Harry Kane himself and see how he has done. I can see Gary Monk's the manager, so there's clearly a change there. Let's have a look at his career. So he signs for South Shields, and in year one, bags himself 33 goals and 20 assists. So 53 goal contributions. In all competitions, it's 55 goal contributions. And I think even playing internationally, which is weird. England call it a National League North player. But I think you'd probably say that's a pretty disappointing return, really, for that level. I mean, his match ratings are very, very high. But yeah, it feels like you would expect Harry Kane to score more goals than that's, particularly if you look at 2 years before the Bundesliga. He scored 36 goals in 32 games. The second season when they got promoted from the National League, he actually must have picked up an injury here. He only played 29 games, scored 25 goals, bagged 8 assists. So pretty strong season all told. Still playing for England, 5 goals, 6 assists with 12 caps. But yeah, I would say fair play to South Shields getting promoted without Harry Kane being the main man, missing 17 games, presumably through injury. The following campaign for South Shields, 26 goals and 15 assists in League 2, still playing internationally, 3 appearances, 2 assists for England. This past campaign, he played 42 games, 20 goals, 7 assists, and also played 2 games nationally. It also looks like he's played a lot of cup games as well. So we'll check that out for South Shields and see overall how they did in terms of their fixture schedules. Let's have a look to see if there's any crazy results. We'll sim back to the start. And a lot of green here, starting the season with a 3-0 win. Harry Kane bagging himself a couple of goals. First defeat coming against Curzon Ashton. And yeah, we'll just keep looking through here. Any notable real results? It looks like South Shields has had a pretty strong season. FA Cup ended at the hands of Guiseley, who I think are actually a league below South Shields at this point. So that's a disappointing day, especially with Harry Kane playing and scoring. But there we go, a pretty successful season in year one. Year two, let's have a look through it again. A strong start of the campaign. Harry Kane bagging a brace on the opening day. Another brace against Solihull there. So having a strong start this season. A little bit of a rough patch in September, but continuing to go strong. FA Cup beat league side Bromley on penalties, which is nice. Also beat Horsham here. So that means they're in the third round of the FA Cup, where they lost 4-0 against Nottingham Forest. Harry Kane also did play in this game, but yeah, no great shame losing a game 4-0 to Nottingham Forest, but a strong season nonetheless. Lots of progress here. FA Trophy, losing in, I'm going to guess that is the semi-final, 1-0 against Dartford. So pretty disappointing there. Could have went on to win a trophy, but overall a very successful season. The first season in the league, the 27-28 campaign, starts with 2 defeats to start the season in the league and cup, but build it on here. You're in the Virtu Trophy, as it is named. Bolton, a nice win in the FA Cup here, and still going strong on both. Port Vale in the FA Cup defeated them. Then in the third round, it was Birmingham City losing 2-1 at home. Clearly been a stadium extension at South Shields as well, because 8,000 people coming to the stadium is a lot. Also knocked out of the Virtu Trophy, I believe, against Liverpool under 21s. So there we go. That was that campaign over and done with. And we'll look at the current season, see how South Shields did. Did they get a good cup run? They did defeat Fleetwood in the Carabao Cup. Harry Kane bagging a goal in that one. Defeated Middlesbrough away 2-1 as well, which is a fun result. And then beat Crystal Palace at home 2-0. So really strong run in the Carabao Cup. Ends with a 4-1 defeat against Coventry, not helped by an early red card. And the FA Cup defeated Dorking and fell out against Blackpool 2-1. The Virtu Trophy defeated Crewe, defeated Swindon. Can we say that they defeated Portsmouth on penalties here? And in the final, defeated Bolton Wanderers. Sinclair Armstrong scoring, so 2-0. So there was a trophy for Harry Kane in England finally there. What a nice way to end this save. And Harry Kane moves on into the sunset. His career coming to a close here. 35 years old. An incredible career. He's still holding up pretty well in the stats. Clearly not the quickest player in the world, to say the least. But he never really was. But he's still got a lot of these core attributes that you'd want for Harry Kane, and definitely still a top level player, top level Premier League player, to say the least. And yeah, you know, it'll never happen that Harry Kane will drop down to this level, but for curiosity's sake, I think it's pretty important. And let's see if Harry Kane did anything on the international stage. It looks like England win the Euros, and Harry Kane played in the final, won at Hampden Park. So there we go. He does have a national trophy there, even though he's playing for South Shields. Harry Kane still playing a big part for England, helping them win the European Championships. Let's see how they got on at the World Cup in 2026. And it looks like they lost. I'm going to guess that this is maybe the semi-final against Italy, 2-1. Cole Palmer scoring. Harry Kane also did start in the game, so there we go. So his international career not massively hampered here, but for South Shields, pretty strong progress for them into League 2. 4 solid seasons for Harry Kane to finish off his career. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll catch you again soon for a weird and wonderful Football Manager video.